Hey, Blue Rockers, how are you? Connie Willis here. Welcome to Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Thursday night, we're going to have some fun. Got some interesting stuff to talk about, as promised. Those of you that are new here, crypto people that know me as Crypto Connie, you fellow Steamians, D-Live, D-Mania, D-Tube, I want to welcome you as well. Now, I do a lot of Crypto Connie stuff. That's one playlist. We have a great time with Cloud Coin, BitShares, Stan Larimer, Sean Worthington, John Gotts, BCL, and all sorts of other goodies, PPY with Jonathan Baihai. But tonight, we're going over to the Blue Rock Talk Classic kind of stuff. Tomorrow night is Bigfoot Friday. I plan to be there unless I start feeling worse than I do. Sorry, a lot of you guys are sick out there, and guess what? I'm not feeling all that great either. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night for Bigfoot Friday. But tonight, we're going to kind of go back in time a little bit, I guess. My very first day on Blue Rock Talk, my very first full interview, as we did try at one point. I won't even go there because only a few of you know about it. But anyway, it's Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis, that's me, and it's Earth's most interesting conversations. That includes people, places, and things. And tonight is things. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to, well, we're going to see if you might think you're an abductee taken by aliens or something like that. Maybe, right? Some of you out there actually believe that that's the case. You know it without a doubt. But then there's some of you that are here going, you know what, I want to check that out. Maybe I am. What do I do? Well, one of my favorite people in all the world, and that's what I was getting at before. He was my very first full interview, real interview, the real deal, my first film. If you watch it, first video, it was Dr. David M. Jacobs. What a great guy. I just love him to death. Even if you don't want to believe what he has researched and written about, that's okay. Just enjoy a conversation with the guy. He's absolutely hilarious. And when you hear him on radio answering questions, you know, he was a professor at Temple, right? Great school. Teaching really cool classes. And so when you hear him, he does, and he has that scientific look as well, but you hear that science talking, whether it's science or not, right? Some of you will debate that. I'm just thinking everybody here is a believer, okay? If you're on the edge, you know, you're going to hear it from a believer's side. So, but when you see him, hearing him is one thing, but when you see him, he's just hilarious, and that man can talk and talk and talk, and I love it. I just absolutely love his work as well and consider him a friend. I met him when I was living in Florida, Longboat Key, Florida, and interviewed him. And then when I moved to Philly, you know, he was just right outside of Philly. And so I got to run into him a couple times there, and I just think he's funny. He's hilarious. He gave me, when I very first got to Philly, he was giving me a tour of the area in his car. And, you know, for those of you that ever lived in Philly, you don't have to have a car. So he had a car, and he was taking me around. So I got to cover a whole lot more of it at that point. But just a wonderful person. And he's gone through a lot of tough things. His wife passed away like a couple years ago now. She was wonderful. They were like two peas in a pod. They were just, if you knew anything about them, that's just the way it was. It was just them. And he's gone through some health issues. However, I got to talk to him today. I told him what we were going to do. And what we're going to do today is, hey, do you think you've been taken? Do you think you're an alien abductee? What a great conversation. You guys have been asking me about some ET stuff. So here we go tonight. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to look at Dr. David M. Jacobs, and Bud Hopkins, I believe, was a part of this as well, where they put together a questionnaire, and it will determine by what they believe at the end of it if you might be an abductee. Alien abductee, contactee, experiencer. I'm probably going to be saying abductee tonight. I understand the stigma of the others and all that kind of stuff, but probably just tick into that, okay? So this questionnaire was not just made for them to figure it out, but it was to filter out people, because it seemed as though everybody wanted to know. They thought it would be cool to find out. They thought it would be neat to go under hypnosis to see if that was the case through the research of Dr. David M. Jacobs, as well as Bud Hopkins, who is no longer with us. But he was a part of all this as well, big time. Most of you, I'm sure, you know who he was. He was a great guy. I got to meet him. It was wonderful to be able to get to meet him. So with so many people coming to them to ask, and they're asking, will you hypnotize me? Will you take me back? Will you see if I've had experiences? It was too much, so they put together this questionnaire. And they wouldn't even talk to you unless you took the questionnaire. And then when they saw that, they would determine if they thought it was worthy to hypnotize you and see if there's something else going on. But if they didn't feel like it, they didn't waste their time at that point. If it didn't look like it was worthy of their time, they didn't have to worry about it. So that was fair, right, for everybody? So the questionnaire is on his website. And that's what we're going to do today, or tonight. We're going to go over that together. I think that'll be fun. So hello. Thanks for all of you that have come. So great. So some of you may go, well, I'm into crypto and I saw this and I know you was Crypto Connie, but I'm not into ET, get away. That's okay. It's all right. You might be into something that I'm not into, but you just happen to, come across this. Those of you that are new here, I ask you to please subscribe. I hope you like it. It again is Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things. So who knows what might come across next? Bigfoot Fridays always happen as much as I can do that. And who knows what else is next? I got some neat things up my sleeve, and I'm looking forward to doing them. But tonight, as promised, we're going to go over the questionnaire. So I just want to see who's here tonight. And I hope that while you are here, I hope you like it enough that you can hit the like while you're here. I would appreciate that. Helps me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please pass it on to other people, because we're trying to grow this bigger. Lots of news that I cannot tell you because it's not confirmed yet. However, I can confirm that I will be on Coast to Coast March 3rd. I think it's March 3rd now. It might be March 4th. It's whatever that Saturday night is. All right? Saturday night. Woo, Saturday night. The disco stuff. And the other night is the 24th. So I think it's March 3rd and March 24th that I'll be on Coast to Coast. Can't tell you who the guests are yet. Gotta hang in there. Let's see. And by the way, there's a little gnat running around because, believe it or not, outside today it was like 71 degrees or so in Louisville, Kentucky. Yes. I love it. I love it. So, Christopher, woohoo! Dolphin Oatmeal, all right, all right. And with the aliens, John Z. Grabick, yo. John, hi Connie, yeehaw. Jacobs is great. He's really cool. Bigfoot Sasquatch Outlaw, hello Connie, hey there. My chat is cut in half. I can't see all your all's words here. Let me fix it here. All right. Bigfoot Sasquatch Outlaw. Boy, that's a big, long one to remember all the time and to type up, huh? Oh, my gosh. So was Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. But I went that route. I went the full route instead of Blue Rock Talk. I actually did both. But you know what I did is I looked at a business plan, at least for titles, with some very professional, great, look up to kind of successful projects. One of them, Coast to Coast. So you notice Coast to Coast, but it's actually Coast to Coast with George Norrie, and you guys know that one, right? So Coast to Coast, Blue Rock Talk. Coast to Coast with George Norrie, Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis, right? So I kept that because it was successful. It worked. Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. Ground Zero, we say that a lot. Then with Clyde Lewis, right? Ground Zero, Blue Rock Talk with Clyde Lewis, with Connie Willis. So anyway, those are two very successful shows, right, in the same genre. So I was like, well, yeah, you got to do that. You brand it, and then you put your name on it too, instead of just Connie Willis, you know. I want the show. So one day when this gets gigantic and, you know, I get taken up one way or the other, maybe someone else could come in and take over Blue Rock Talk. Oh, gosh, don't even want to think about that, right? Let's just go as we are going. But, you know, that's why I said it. It's just a lot of typing is the problem sometimes. Drives me crazy. So, Thomas Golden, I love this topic. Excellent. I'm glad that you're here. Christopher, she's late. Maybe Connie was taken. Anybody that is a blue rocker knows that I am desperately trying to get sound or something going on here. It's much easier when it's just me. It's a little tougher when I bring in somebody. Just technical stuff. And by the way, this technical stuff, that all these problems I've been having, software. It was the software. I mean, I've been screaming, going nuts. But the software that I have, they're fixing those things. And by the way, I think they fixed them on this last update. But I'm not checking yet. I didn't have enough time to test. So we are just going with me. But thanks, Christopher. That's funny. Looking forward to Bigfoot Friday. Yes. Now, if I feel up to it, I may not, because I'm already kind of feeling bleh. If you don't hear from me tomorrow and on Bigfoot Friday, I might be resting, but I'll be back. I mean, I have somebody scheduled, so I hope I don't have to cancel. I can't tell you yet. Can't tell you. These guys look like the relatives we no longer visit. But these guys might be visiting you. In fact, let's see here. Let me put that up there. I didn't even put that up there, did I? There we go. If anybody has any questions throughout or anything big that they want to say, a statement of some sort, put it into caps so that way I can see it. I'll find it, and hopefully I'll find it. If you're just talking amongst yourselves, use lower cap, and that way it'll help me. It'll be a lot easier. So a couple things. Let's see. Before we get into this, I'm going to see if I can do all this good. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. Okay, so this is David M. Jacobs. Oops, sorry for the, it's backwards when I look at it. So if you are new here, and you're new to any of this type of stuff, that's David M. Jacobs right there. I love David. Great, funny. I love his research as well. He is a wonderful guy. He's funny. I enjoy talking with him. And I got to talk with him today. And I told him what I was doing. I said, look, we're going over your questionnaire tonight. He was like, oh, you are? Yep. And, you know, we're going to be talking about that. And I reminded him that my very first time here ever on Blue Rock Talk, it was him that I interviewed. And by the way, the very first time I was on Coast to Coast, I had, he was my first guest. He was my first hour. And then I had the Bishop James Long on. So my very first show ever on Coast was David, and my very first show here was David on Blue Rock Talk. So I think the world of him, and I think he does really good work. I do. I think he's cool. Okay, I'm done with that. I've said that enough. But here he is, and I talked to him today. There's a lot I can tell you about him to catch you up. However, I'm not going to do that. We're going to go over his questionnaire. And then next Thursday, he's going to be on live. Okay, so then he can tell you his updates. He can tell you how he's doing. So tonight, his questionnaire, and then next Thursday night, what was that, March 22nd, I think? I mean, March, holy cow. February 22nd, is that about right, I think? Well, David will be on, okay, 10 p.m. Eastern, just like now. He'll be live, and we'll talk for a while and then take some questions, okay? That sound good? Sound like a plan? All right, cool. I thought you might like that. That's one of my surprises. Along the way, I got to tell you, I have so many surprises built up. And I can't tell them all right now, but that's one I can tell. All right? So David Jacobs, the guy that you see right there, is going to be on Blue Rock Talk Live next Thursday night. But tonight we got his questionnaire. Let's see, what else do I want to say about that? I want to show you this. This is one of his books. Okay, I believe down below in the description box, you will see links to all of his books. Secret Life, First-Hand Documented Accounts of UFO Abductions. Great book, Great book. If you have never read any of his books, you guys, you have to read his books. They're very quick reads. And here's the reason why. Because through his reads, and I think in every one of his books, you actually read dialogue from him and an abductee where he's regressing, I guess you want to say, or under hypnosis, where he's finding out his information. He gives a lot of those. So you get the, his question, their answer, his question, their answer kind of thing. And it's amazing. So it just blows by very fast. However, it's also just good, and you can't get enough of it. So they're not necessarily in correct order, but I just wanted to show you the different books so that you can check them out, because they are incredible reads. There's UFO Abductions. That was that his first one? That might have been his first one. I can't remember, but make sure you get them and do your best to read them in order. I think I have them in order down below, but you can find the links to the books. They're great. If you go in order, it's much better. And the reason why I say that is because he writes as he learns, correct? So the first so many years, then the next years, and so he's writing as the people that he is hypnotized and interviewing. Not interviewing, he's actually regressing back, right? So the people that he's researching and studying are growing along the way, and as they grow along the way and age along the way, they're needed for different things in the hybridization project that he talks about. And in his research, as it moved along in age, he realized different things occurred. So you'll want to read the books in order. It's just fascinating stuff, fascinating stuff. Okay, this is The Threat. That one's where he, gives his opinion of, this is what I think they're here for, and it's not good. That's his thoughts. Some of you don't believe that way. That's okay. We're all in this together. Everybody can have their opinion. It's okay, whatever it is. But hopefully there's no jerks in here that we got to deal with. If so, I'm going to trust you guys to take care of them. Okay, let me move the chat down here. Oh, this chat does this to me. Chat is a pain. Let me tell you that. I wish YouTube had a better chat. Right now, see, I'm still reading your all's old stuff. There we go. All right. And maybe you guys haven't written anything else. I'm not sure. So anyway, this is his latest book, Walking Among Us, where he's debated if he should have called that Walking Amongst Us, because people like me would go, what, Walking Amongst Us? And he's like, no, Walking Among Us. And then, I'd ask, because I'm going to interview him or something. Now, this was when it first came out. So Walking Amongst Us, no, Walking Among Us. And he goes, then I should have called it Walking Amongst Us. He said, because everybody says that. Also, in his book, he calls half human, half alien hybrids. And most everybody else says hybrids. In fact, he said hybrids, and he wanted to do hybrids, and he was going to call the book Hybrids. However, there was other books called that, I think was the case. And his wife, when she was alive, had a lot of influence on him. She I think, even edited all his books. Really neat lady. She liked the word hybrids. I don't even like the word. He went with it because of her, but I can't even say it. Hybrids. Human hybrids. So hybrids. But there is a difference. And if you read the book, there's a difference between a human, an alien, a hybrid, and a hybrid. Yeah. It's been a while since I read it, but that's where there was a difference. So hybrids. And the hybrids may be, they might be the ones that after you've been taken for a long time, they've already finished the hybridization project with you. And I'm hoping some of you guys are already with me on his research, so you know what that is. But then at one point, they're not worried about the hybridization project with you. But what they end up doing is, and maybe that's what the hybrids are. I can't remember. It's been a while. I got to retouch up before next Thursday. they may have been the ones that come into your house in the middle of the night, and then you teach them how to tie their shoes, how to make a bed, how to go grocery shopping, how to, make a ham sandwich, how to go buy, a candy bar or something, right? So it's great reads. It's really interesting. So, okay. So there you go. His books, all of them should be down below listed. You can find the link and you can see what's going on there. Okay. Now, any other things that I need to talk about before we get onto this? Happy belated Valentine's Day to everybody. Yep. I don't know if you guys knew, but if you didn't, I had flowers. So aren't they pretty? I got some flowers. They're still looking pretty good. I'm going to take them all and I'm going to put them in a vase individually. That's it by the window. And of course, Mom still has some Christmas reindeer up. That's just the way it is. It's going to be like that. That's part of her decorations. Those of you in the crypto world, silver and gold crypto is coming soon. It's called the Quint. It'll be out. And let's see. We got more news about BitShares coming up with Stan Larimore, and more news with the Cloud on Sean Worthington, more BCL, Bitcoin Latina, and of course, Penny wants to say hello too. Sorry. Look at her. Look at that smirk. Look at that little pin. Look at those lips. Somebody, I put it up on Steemit, and somebody said, well, that dog's got more personality than people I know. And that's very true. So that was what my article today was on Steemit. I didn't do a video, which I normally do. I did a little article. And the article was basically to say, hey, you guys, if you wondered if you've ever been taken before, watch my show tonight on Blue Rock Talk. So this was the thumbnail that I had for it. Ever seen this before? And those of you that have seen that before, by the way, if you are not on Steemit, get on Steemit. If you do, get on Steemit and follow me, Blue Rock Talk. It is the platform where it's social media, and you will make money with it. It's a cryptocurrency, which is Steem and Steam-backed dollars. And just do like you do on Facebook. Do like you just do like you do on YouTube. Do like you do if you live stream. It doesn't matter. Go on there and get on there. It's easy and quick to sign up and register. You got to wait maybe a day or 2 or 3 or 4 as they approve you. But then once you're on, you already start out with cryptocurrency, Steem. And then from there, it is a curveball. You got to learn. But you will start making little friends, new friends, and you'll make a neat little following. And hopefully you're a Blue Rocker and you jump in with me, and we all follow each other and help each other out and upvote each other and enjoy each other's work. And then you start making your cryptocurrency gets higher and higher, and the numbers, by the way, have been going up. The prices have been going up recently, which is nice. Everything's gone back up. It's climbing. And then you can cash out if you need to, or keep growing it. Anyway, it's a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys will be a part of it. Yeah, Steem is at, I'll check it out here really quick. Steem is at $4.29 and Steem dollars at $5.32, which is great because it all got down to, I think, like $2 or maybe even under. Eek. All right, so let's do this. All right. Yes, get on Steem at ASAP. Please, that's right, that's Dolphin Oatmeal. And those of you in the live chat right now that are on Steem, say that. Let these other people know that it is cool, because they're not there. As soon as you say crypto to some people, they don't want any part of it, right? But please let them know it's the crypto that's reaching out to us normal folk that aren't the geeks that know all about the blockchain and this and that. It's really fun. You meet some really good people, and it's very much based on good relationships. Good work, quality posts, quality pictures, quality content. And then, hey, that was good. And people upvoting each other and saying good things and encouraging each other. And there's a lot of really interesting stuff on there. I mean, and people making a lot of, some people making $1,000 to $2,000 a post. Could you imagine doing that once a day? Not everybody does, but some people do. And that they have so much already that they upvote themselves, which, hey, we all do. and if I made that much too, I would make sure I got one a day too. I would. It's the way it is. Then you can give back all the rest. Anyway, I hope you guys join Steam It. It's a lot of fun. And I know a lot of you are musicians out there, and they are putting together, or they already have it on there. It's called D-Sound. So there's, on Steam It, there's D-Live, D-Tube, just like, you know, what we're doing here is not YouTube, it's D-Tube. Decentralized is what I think the D is for. But there's a D-Sound. So musicians out there, you can play your music, or you can narrate something, or you can read poetry that you wrote. It doesn't matter. And you can get upvoted from other people. So share your art, okay? Whatever that art form might be. All right, here. So let's pull up. I'm trying to think how to look at this. I hate y'all seeing the side of my head. And look at it. It's like that. My green screen's not working as well there. Come on. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna look. Yeah, half my head's gone, isn't it? Let me see. How do I fix that? Let me fix that. I know there's a way to fix that. Sorry, y'all are just gonna have to get used to it. I know how to take care of it though. This will do it. This will get rid of it better. Alrighty, here we go. That probably got rid of some of it. Now there's nothing but freaking aliens around me. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let me just see where I'm going to put the questionnaire so it doesn't block the work here. Okay. It's exciting. So as I ask the question, what we'll do is we're going to go to, it's UFO abduction. This is Dr. David Jacobs' website. Make sure you go to it if you can, International Center for Abduction Research. And if you look over onto the side, you're going to see a lot of different information. It's really a great website. Currently, by the way, he is writing another book. It's one he's been writing for a long time. And it's, I don't know if I should say what it is. I don't know if that's a secret or not. So I'm going to save that for Thursday, okay? A lot of people don't want you to tell what they're working on. Somebody else will go on and do something similar. Not that they can do it anything like him. But there's always somebody wanting to do that kind of stuff, right? So if you look over on the side, you're going to see Abductees Speak, Straight Talk, Memories, Hypnosis for Therapists, Questionnaire, Facts, Articles, and Reading Lists. So we're going to go to the questionnaire. La, la, la. Bam. Okay. So this is what he writes on there. He says, if you have had unusual personal experiences, please fill out the following questionnaire. The answers to all questions are confidential, and your identity will not be revealed. Be as complete as you can. So there's all the information, and afterwards, what you're going to do after you fill it in is I think there's a hit send at the bottom, and it goes directly to him. And then he can call you from there, kind of thing. So if the answers to any of these following questions are yes, please elaborate in the space provided. So you guys out there, if you want to add your answer to that, go ahead. You know, I'll ask it, and then you all can shoot out answers, okay? That'll be fun. All right, so look at all, what does he ask you? He's got your email. That way he can get a hold of you, so that's why it's required, or it won't go through. He wants to know date, name, okay, optional. Age, gender, pretty much the typical stuff, right? Okay, oh, but then he gets into the children's names and ages, which is important. And that's for part of it, because if you really are, then he's going to be wondering about if your kids have reacted. You know, I mean, because it runs in the family according to his work. All right, I'm going to have to guzzle some water here, excuse me. If it wasn't so filled to the top, I would have done like some really cool, you know, like model stance, you know, like a camera's on or something. Which one is, but all right, let's do this. So I'm going to ask questions, and you guys are going to answer over here, okay? And I'll probably have to wait because there's a freaking delay. Okay, let me see what else you guys have said over here. Wah, wah, wah. Just gonna steam. Okay. Steve Picky, I absolutely agree with the premise that hybrids walk among us. However, the fact that they can control every aspect of our thoughts and actions makes it nearly impossible to detect them. Mike Crow, are you being probed? Hey, Mike Crow, what's up? Mike made it. All right. Yay. Mike. Yeah. You guys get to know Mike for sure. Make sure you say hi to Mike, because he's going to be, well, Mike, make sure, I don't know if you can do it, but see if you can put in some sort of encrypted way your YouTube and your Facebook and where everybody can find you, because you're going to find more interesting stuff by Mike as well. He is Mr. Investigator, and his biggest thing right now that he's totally into is the little green men, which are really silver here in Kentucky, in Hopkinsville. So he's really into it, man. He's got the old Inspector Crusoe thing going. And Gil S. Lay, hi Connie, I have. You have? Okay, you have? All right, so let's go. If you guys want, I hope you do, put the answers to the questions so I can read through them. That'll be cool. John Z. Grabbit's got scoop marks. I don't want to know more. Is that right? Yeah, that would be true. I don't want to know anymore. And by the way, when I interviewed him, he had said to me that people, they get excited about wanting to be digressed to see if they are an abductee. And then, of course, they give this, or he would do that, and Bud would do that, to see if it was worthy. However, then he would say, are you sure you want to go through with this? And he told me it's because it's basically opening Pandora's box. He said it's one thing thinking about it, and maybe it might be the case. He said it's a whole nother when regression happens and these stories come up and they're consistent with what he's learned in the past and what other people have said that you had no idea because it was, stowed away. He said at that point there's no going back, and your life totally changes. And he said some people totally retract. It scares the heck out of them. They don't want to know anymore. They believe they're freaks themselves. He said, so there's been some problems with some people, and other people embrace it. So there you go. Anyway, so let's go on to number 1. Okay, have you ever seen a UFO? If yes, give a short description of the events surrounding the sightings. All right, and some of you might be following with me, and if you are, and you can go ahead and at least type it up and be ready, go for it so that it won't be too far behind. But have you ever seen a UFO? If yes, please give a short description of the events surrounding the sightings. Smiling Wood. Woot. Woot, woot. By the way, little Penny is next to me over here. You may hear her bark at one point, though she's napping away currently. And Batman is over to the other side of me, and Batman may chirp, and they might just both go at it at the same time. So I was going to take them both out of here, but nah. This is our time, all of us together. Okay, so Mike has seen a triangle craft. Smiling Wood sees one daily. Yes, that's one of the things about YouTube too. I would love it if you could show your pics and your videos, and you just can't do it in this setup. Darn it. But of course we would love to see that. Caused your car to die. Oh my gosh. Mike. So you were one of those people that your car died and you saw something and your car died. That's like one of the worst. That would be awful. You're in the middle of nowhere. You see this thing, then you were taken. You were taken, no question about it. Sorry. Sorry, you were taken. Okay. So I'll be checking those. The time is kind of weird, so I'll be checking those from time to time, but it's really mainly for you all as well, and I'll see them later. As a child or an adult, did you ever experience any odd periods of time of an hour or more when you were lost, but you don't remember being lost? So we all know what that's about, right? That's about missing time. So as a child or an adult, did you ever experience any odd periods of time of an hour or more when you were lost, but you don't remember being lost? And he's not talking about the times where you've been driving and then all of a sudden next thing you know you're there. Or maybe so. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so y'all have to give more than complete sentences, so at least I know which one you're saying yes to and no to, okay? I'm saying yes, yep, no. Help me with some sentences there, just so I'll know. Brian, I love it. Brian. So Steve said a small, brilliant, egg-shaped, 2-occupant craft. So you saw 2 in there? 3 days. February 5th, 1975, a delta-shaped craft. They're out there, you know, when people say they've never seen anything and they think, oh, you're crazy, they're not looking up. They're not looking up. All you have to do is look up, right? I mean, look up, people. You have a better chance. Most people, again, are doing this number, right? We all know that most people are doing this number, right? So, product placement. iPhone. Will it work? Will they send me 10 grand for that little piece? Probably not. Okay, I'm going to let you all answer. Please answer and give more description if you can, but definitely if you're just saying yes or no, tell me what you said yes or no to so I'll know how to look at it and maybe say something to you. Okay. Do you have any scars or marks on your body that neither you nor your parents can remember how you received? Now, John Z. Grabick, he says that he had some scoop marks. Smiling wood always looks up more interesting than humans. Yeah, I can agree. We can agree to that. Well, look up, John. What's going on with you? Look up. Again, I'm ahead of you guys. You all are like 30 to 60 seconds back, so I'm going to keep moving on, but I want to be able to look at your answers. Please give me complete sentences. And if you want to follow me, go to UFO'Abductions.com, I believe it is, and you'll see Questionnaire over on the left. Okay. While awake, have you actually seen a frightening figure? Maybe a monster, the boogeyman, a witch, a devil, maybe a clown. You saw these things as a child and also as an adult, and you saw them in your bedroom, your closet, or anywhere else. Come on, we've all done that. I don't care who you are. We've all done that number. So tell me if you have experienced something like that, if you still are, and what was the creature or creatures, and was it bedroom, closet, or where was it? Was it out your window, sitting on a tree going, So answer that one too. That'll be good. That'll be good. Looking over here, scoop marks. Everybody's got scoop marks. Knees, elbows, neck. Well, Smiling Wood is totally, absolutely an abductee and proud of it. John's got old and new ones. Okay. They're still getting you. Micro, on I-75 just before Berea going north, a series of lights was hovering in front of us. The lights were uniform in placement, moving slowly from the east to the west about midnight. Yeah, Mike, I mean, we talked about it over lunch, right? A very long lunch. If I remember, I think it went down into... It was a pretty long lunch, but I think we were discussing all that stuff. Saw a gray for 8 hours fully awake. What? Mike. I'm going to have to interview Mike. Let me write that down. Interview Mike and Smiling Wood. Oh, I have to get the other. Yeah, and Mike Crow. Wait a minute here. Come here. Yeah, Mike. I can definitely get you on here sometime. Mike Crow. Please look up Mike. Mike, make sure you tell everybody how to get a hold of you. So Mike Blake. It'll be interesting to talk to you sometime if you ever want to talk. That's interesting stuff. You saw a gray for 8 hours fully awake. I want to know what happened there. That's pretty cool. So Steve Picky, an old hag in my bedroom. there can be some jokes said about that one. An old hag in your bedroom. So I don't know if you're married or anything, so don't be doing old wife jokes on that one. It's not fair if she can't defend herself, right? Connie, I have seen beans, but they weren't scary. I wouldn't let them scare me. It was bedroom, backyard, and a soccer field at night. Soccer field at night. Did they drop you off there or what? What happened there? See, these are great. Oh, I got to put Smiling Wood down for possible interview. Smiling Wood. Okay, Gil, demon in my old haunted house. Oh, a demon at that. Ooh, that's the worst. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Tony 950. Smiling, wow, a gray for 8 hours. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all saying. 31009. Yeah, I bet you remember every second of that, or at least the day and the time and the year for sure. That will be interesting. Okay. Haha, not my wife. That's right. Yeah. Don't be going there now. Okay, so what do we got? All right. Those of you that are here, please hit the like button while you're thinking about it, okay? Helps me out to grow this show. Please pass this on to other people as well. Okay. Those of you that are new here tonight, please subscribe. I would appreciate that. You are on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie Willis, and tonight we're looking at this questionnaire that is set out to kind of filter you from other people to see if you might be an abductee. And we're talking an alien abductee. All right, have you ever experienced an odd displacement in which you found yourself inexplicably in a location different from where you remember, like I was asking about the soccer field, being only seconds before, and it was not the common road hypnosis while driving? Isn't that funny? I haven't checked out this questionnaire in a long time, but he brings up exactly what I was bringing up when you were driving. Okay, so, have you experienced finding yourself somewhere else in another location and not when you were driving? They call that road hypnosis. Okay, all right. And don't just say yes or no. Give me, some sort of description as well. Yes, John Z. Grabbit, don't be afraid. Don't anybody be afraid to give your answers. Don't wait. He's like, I feel better after seeing some of these other people's experiences. Yeah, pretty much anybody that's going to be here has had some sort of experience, right? So feel free, feel safe. Nobody knows who any of you all are. I'm the only one showing my face, okay? It's not fair. I was abducted 31009. Watch the Gray's homeworld be destroyed. Oh, so you got to see something on a monitor? Were you that guy? You got to see something on the monitor? I hear about a monitor that people see the future, or what's to come, or what has happened. Okay, so let me know now if you guys have had any odd displacement and where you showed up at one point. I know there's many stories where campers will be in one area, then they're at another, and you're in your car and you're actually, he was saying stay away from road hypnosis, but people in like far enough away that there's no way they could have gotten there in the time that they were gone. It's like the dude that was in the Bermuda Triangle. Remember the one that said he saw some sort of time type thing? He was a pilot in, more of a private plane. I think it had propellers as well, if I remember. I can't remember the guy's name, but he went through like what he thought was like a time zone kind of thing. It's a spiral. And he ended up going, from like Miami to somewhere, something like that. Forgive me for not remembering all this stuff, but he got there I think 30 minutes faster than normal, and there's no way that could have happened, and there wasn't enough fuel to have done that too. But it was neat that somebody came out from the other side and from this time zone kind of thing. It seemed like that's probably where some of the missing ones, that's probably some of the last things they saw. That's all interesting stuff. I guess it's still happening. Okay, now, while you guys are answering that, I'm going to keep moving on, and then I'll go back and check out your answers. Have you ever dreamed of being in a hospital? Have you ever dreamed of being in a hospital? Next week, we'll go over these with David, and we'll find out what these questions might mean. Okay? Have you ever dreamed of being in a hospital? I got to do this with them before, and I loved it. I learned so much. Okay. I'm going to go back and look at some of your answers here. It was fun. You lost 3 hours of time too, and it was fun. Oh, me and Best Bud in grade 7 were relocated about 3 blocks after a huge experience, from backyard to a park back to a backyard. Wow. 3 hours of lost time. It was fun. Interesting. Very interesting. John, I want to find out. I just want to find out. I am not abductee. I'm not afraid of telling you guys. Okay. Jim E. Hey, Jim. Hi, Connie. Closest I came to is the time it took me 4 hours to walk 3 blocks. Whoa. So Jimmy is here tonight. Ask him how he's doing in the crypto world. He doesn't like the crypto world, so I'm just kidding. But you can hassle him a little bit just because of it. I'm just kidding. So, okay, Jim. So Jim's here for the ET stuff. Okay. That's what I like about having different playlists here on Blue Rock Talk. I can talk about so many different topics. Steve Picky. Electronic fog is what he called his experience. Exactly, so you saw it too. That's right, that's what he called it. The electronic fog. Could you, I mean, even to come up with that, you would never come up with that. You had to see something like that that would make you want to call it that, right? Wow. Brian, I have many scars. I don't know if they are all from my lifestyle or what. That's funny. That's funny. That could be very sad or very funny. Ooh, hospital. No, not that I can recall. Yeah, the hospital one. I've dreamed of being abducted thousands of times. Okay. Then it's happened thousands of times, right? Okay. I hate hospitals. Well, okay, that's interesting. It's interesting, next week, David will be on with me a week from tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, and we'll ask them what they mean. And I remember what that one was, and it's interesting. Okay, have you ever dreamed about lying on a table? Have you ever dreamed about lying on a table? Those of you that are here, I see about 17 of you at least right now. So please, if you are here, please hit the like button while you're here. Real quick, go hit that like button. Go hit that like button. And hit subscribe if you haven't yet. You're watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. And we are all talking amongst ourselves, so I hope that you guys join in on the conversation. Have you ever dreamed about lying on a table? Okay, let me know any experiences there. Have you had any disturbing or realistic dreams about babies or small children? Any disturbing or realistic dreams, kind of like maybe you feel like you're lucid dreaming, about babies or small children? I'm guessing that one is leading up to that it might be your hybrid baby that you're looking at. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write those down so that I can see if I'm right later. And I believe dreaming on a table is, if I can remember, it was you laying on a table and they're looking over you like these dudes behind me are. Yikes. Yeah. Have you dreamed about lying on a table, looking up and seeing the things that are behind me right now? Okay. So add your yes and give me short answers there. Okay. The other one's pretty easy. Have you ever dreamed about UFOs? We've already had some answers like that. Have you ever dreamed about UFOs? And again, yes or no, and give a brief description if it's yes. Maybe what it looked like, what it was doing. Was it bright? Was it night? Was it morning in your dreams? And I'm just going to take a little break and look over and read some of these while you guys answer the other ones. Mike, I've dreamed of being abducted thousands of times. Oh, I already got that one. Okay. Jimmy, I worked in a hospital for 7 years. Well, that alone is scary, by the way. Oof. I don't know how y'all do it. Taking mom all the time. Yes. Mike, Did you read my cardiologist comment? No, I don't think so. Cut and paste it, but make it in caps so I can see it. Because if I go back, I'm going to lose where I'm at on this live chat. Slee Stacks rule. Don't be asking me stuff ahead of time. You must have just got here because I answered it earlier. He asked what will be the topic for March 3rd on Coast to Coast. And I can't say yet until it's totally confirmed. All right? So hang in there. But those of you in... I can't confirm March 3rd yet. But I can tell you March 24th, the ET lovers out there will love it. Okay? But I'm not sure about March 3rd yet. Okay. I just lost my entire live chat. I want to catch up with you guys. Okay. Smiling Wood dreamed about the table. No, but I recall actually being on a table, metal, rounded corners, cold. And that's what I think he's getting at on that. That's what I think he's getting to. With grays. No children dreams. Okay. No little hybrids and hybrids running around with your name on them. C. Picky. Numerous times I've awakened myself reciting the Lord's Prayer while sweating profusely. Wow. That's interesting. Mike, I dreamed about UFOs many times. Connie, what are your answers to these questions? Oh, no. I'm just the askee. Or the asker. You're the askee. But I think I have some ideas of what he's saying. I mean, I have interviewed him and asked him them, but it's been a long time, so I'm trying to remember what they were all about. I've definitely seen a ton of things flying around for sure. Wow. Where'd it go? Okay. Jimmy, yes, on the UFO dreams. Okay. I believe I've been taken by Ebs. Okay. That's Jose Fleet. Is it Fleet? Welcome to Blue Rock Talk. Those of you that are here right now, please hit the like button because there's about half of you that haven't yet. So please hit that like button while you're here and while you're thinking about it. I appreciate it. And if you're new, this is Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. We're seeing if you might be an abductee, an alien abductee, by taking the questionnaire that David Jacobs has provided and put together along with Bud Hopkins. I believe they both put it together. Okay, we'll find out for sure next week. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate you staying here. Yes, I've dreamed of UFOs, but I see them all the time and take pics and videos all the time. We're looking forward to seeing your stuff. That'll be cool. Dreamed about fleets of UFOs. Okay. And large pulsating ones. Now that's really cool. I want to get the night vision that you look up and you see the fleets of UFOs going by, all that kind of stuff. I know that may be rare to see that, but I want to give it a shot. Those things are so expensive, though. Because I want to record it, too, right? I want to make sure I record it, too, so I can show it. John has seen them. Mike, my cardiologist tracked my pacemaker. Oh, my gosh, you got one of those. Okay. Leave the planet at 4:30 a.m. one night? Wow. So they actually track that and he would know if it left? I mean, are you like a blip on a radar kind of thing? It follows you around, but it went, how would he know if it left the planet? That's, I want to know that first, but that's pretty crazy. But are not what we think they are. Oh, Jose says they are not what we think they are. Jimmy, they kind of look like light brights. They look like light brights. That's great. That's a great visual. Okay, so Jose, what do you think they are, Jose? Give us that answer. Batman is freaking me out. I was looking for a bird in my house. Ah, that's hilarious, Mike. Oh, Batman, did you hear that? Mike was looking around. Mike Crow was looking around for a bird in his house. That's Batman. That's funny. I'm glad that you will share this stuff with us, Smiling Wood. That'll be great. We'll have to make a plan for that. Okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, Jose, I remember floating up and seen trees going past me as if I was going up laying down position. Wow, you don't leave the planet. Interesting. Oh, so we got to put Jose down for a conversation one night too. Put you all right here with me talking. So I'm going to ask you guys some more. Okay, nobody had any disturbing dreams with babies or small children. So nobody had what I believe he's talking about. If maybe, you know, it would have been you. That would have been your child. That's half alien. All right. Have you ever woken up paralyzed with a sense of a person, presence, or something else in the room? And people that don't believe in this subject, of course, they think that that's something else, that you're just having a bad dream. I've experienced this before. I know pretty much everybody has experienced that, and it is not that. It's not, oh, I had a bad dream and I couldn't wake up. No, it's something else, isn't it? It's something else. It's something else. You're frozen. You're under another control. There's no question about that. And you're terrified. You're terrified. You're petrified. That's the one time you can say petrified, because you truly are stuck. Except your eyes can move and you sense something, right? So a lot of people that search out ghosts deal with this. A lot of ET abductees deal with this. A lot of people that have other, you know, demonic type things they say around them. So a lot of people experience this in different genres, though David would say, no, they're all ET. That's his philosophy on this. That's what his research shows him. So I want to see your all's answers on this one. Talking about Billy Meyer. Okay. Paralyzed. No, but yes to visitors in my room, bedroom, and living room. No paralyzation there, Smiley. Well, you must be just going, go ahead, take me, it's cool. I'm not going to run. As long as I can watch y'all the whole time and stay cognitive, that's cool. Jose has been paralyzed many times. Mike Blake, not babies, but person in room behind me pulled pillow from under my head. Well, that's not very nice. Pretty easy going with them, so we get along good. Yeah, right? Smiling Wood, have they ever done anything to help you in our, you know, in living your day-to-day life? Have they, if you were sick, have they healed you? If you needed anything, did they provide that for you? If something happened, did they take you back in time to change it? Anything cool like that? And do you think they would if you asked? Mike Blake, not babies. Okay, I've read that one. I'm sorry. John, yes, have been paralyzed and petrified. You can't get out of it, can you? You're like trying your hardest to get out of it, and you can't get out of it. And then here's the funnier, well, the weirder part is when you're going through it, and you realize, oh, not this again. Which means, you know, it's familiar to you. You've done it before, and that's not cool. You're, oh, because you immediately forget, right? You forget part of it, right? You forget. So whatever genre, whatever it is, you forget. Okay, Jose. Men in Black. If you are seeing Men in Black, you are being mind erased for UFO memories. Men in Black. So I've asked you a couple of questions, so I'm going to ask another one here to Jose. Men in Black. Are they, in your opinion, are they humans with some sort of, I don't know, they're a private entity or government or military or whatever you think it is, or are they hybrids or hybrids or aliens or something else? What are they? What do you believe they are? There's always different answers for that one. Jimmy, I had the old hag experience once. I just keep thinking y'all are talking about your wives or something. That's not very nice, but it would be horrible to see an old hag in your room. Holy cow. It might be Hat Man and UFO is all related. Ooh, I know people that have seen Hat Man. You got it right, Connie. Yes, that is what I say to them. Oh, what did I say? Do you ask them to help you? I can't remember now. You'll have to remind me. I'm already about a minute ahead of you here. Demons, terrible. Teammaker. Teammaker joined us, and Teammaker retracted the message. Oh, it's too bad. Because I've talked with Teammaker before. I hope it, well, please, everybody be nice. Smiling Wood, take away arthritis pain, and I think if I asked them, they possibly would help with specifics. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, see what they would do. Find this out. See if they will help you in something, cure you in something, and see if it happens instantly or not. Okay? I mean, hey, we all think that they can do it, right? We all would hope that they would, and we would thank them for it. So if they say yes and they do it, see how quickly it happens, and see if it comes back. Okay? If it's 100% and even better. And if they don't do it, ask them why. And then have them do all sorts of other stuff. Have them put a big old bag of gold somewhere in the home so you're taken care of forever. Come on, why not? What do they need it for? They don't care? Oh shoot, I lost everything on here. All right. Alien are the product of angelic influencing humans. So you see them as good. Jose, you see them as good. Or do you see them as the fallen angels? Mike Blake claims Men in Black are aliens. See, some people think they're absolutely... some people think some are aliens. Some people think some are military or some sort of government kind of group. And some think there's both kinds. One time, Lynn Buchanan was talking about a couple of them, and he believed they were actually human. Didn't know where they came from, but he believed they were human. And he believed, I believe it was him, I mixed some stuff up with him at one point from somebody else that looks very similar to him, that's in the same sort of world as he was, so that's why I messed them up. But somebody, I'm just going to say somebody had said that they believed they were actually human, and they were out trying to find out what was going on. So that's why they would be there afterwards to figure out what happened, because they knew they were there. And they're trying to figure out what they were doing because they had broken their treaty, so they wanted to know what they were up to and what they might be doing that they don't know that they are doing. That makes sense. As well as, you know, I guess, why do they cover their eyes? Well, that does kind of keep you somewhat hidden. You still look normal, but hidden, because the eyes really do make a difference when you can see them. But they might be freaky goat eyes. You know those goat eyes? They might be all black. Anybody sees them in black, I want you to tackle them and take off their glasses and get a good look at them. And then text us before they do anything with you. Brian, okay, I have my popcorn and a drink. All right, Brian, good for you. I know, I need like a drink. I need like something, right? A little glass of wine, maybe a little bourbon and cherry Coke. Or just my water, or, you know, I haven't done Kool-Aid in a while. Men in Black I have never encountered, but I think they're humans and hybrids. Yeah, everybody's got a different thought on that one. But people that have been around them, some people feel that they're human, and other people say, no, there was something creepy about them. You, Hat Man. I've seen him. Oh... Those of you that are here right now, please hit the like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Okay, which Jose? Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, let's go back up here. Okay. Golly, y'all are writing so much. I love it. I thank you so much. I wish you guys could talk it out loud. Okay, so Smiling Wood, yes, you asked him to help you. And... Jose, first two kinds of MIB. The human type is the one always harassing people, and we have the alien, or how I like to call it, demonic entity. Ooh, that's just freaky. I wish the Bishop James Long was here with me on this one. Steve Picky, Connie, have you ever listened to the Beyond Creepy YouTube channel? He has really awesome UFO stories and some Bigfoot stories. I don't think so. I don't think so. When you're doing a YouTube channel, You have no time to watch anybody else's. And when you do have time, you know, you want to go do something else. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Of course, I love this kind of stuff. But between this and Coast, I'm pretty busy. And reading all the emails, I can't get to everybody's emails, and I apologize. I try. Just a little vodka. That's going to be the joke. I'm always going to say, with my new friend, owner of CloudCoin, Sean H. Worthington. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. And he drinks water in the middle of it. And I say, no drinking. He said, just a little vodka. It was just very funny. Very funny. Okay. No, but I'll keep in mind Beyond Creepy for sure. I'd like to have some of those people on and we can talk amongst ourselves. Would you guys like something like that, where you talk to two different head YouTube creators? And because we have lots of stories we could tell, I'm sure, and relate to. I think that would be fun. I will try that, Connie. I'll ask for something specific. I love testing them and fighting with them too. Okay, great. So everybody, think of something right now that Smiling Wood could ask them. And let's get you to do that, and then we'll see what the results are. Okay, so currently, I mean, it'd be great to ask them if you've got something to cure. So I don't know if you do or not, but let us know. So let's, at least by the end of this show, tell us what you're going to ask them. So that'll be interesting to see. And maybe you should come up with 3, maybe. No, 1. See what they do. See what they do. Smiling Wood. If they say no, ask them why not. So we'll hear why. And if they do it, see how quick it happens and how lasting it is, and if you feel better. I mean, even better than better. And then ask them for the gold in the corner. And if they say yes, ask them if it's okay to give me a little bit of it, since it was my question. Okay, because I would go with half, you know, a 50-50 split, but that's okay. You're the one that's having to ask them. It's your people there. Okay, which also disturbs you in a very profoundly spiritual way. The demonic entity does. That's what Jose is talking about. Mike, Steve, watch this, the family video. Reptile family moved into neighborhood. Okay, y'all are talking amongst each other. I'll let you do that. Old hag is the female equivalent of Hat Man. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, I lost my live chat again. Okay. I see them as both good beings and others as bad beings, like politicians are, good and bad. That's right, like people in general. Just like Bigfoot, they all have different personalities. Aliens, 2 kinds, evil and good. The good will never take our... And then cut off. No opinion on the Men in Black. Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things. I've never seen a man in black that I know of. Mike's read over 4,200 UFO books and have a history degree in ufology. Did you take David's course at all over at Temple, who actually had a course in college? And I think maybe somebody else might have too. Oh, they take our free will. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So you're... Okay. Keep your sentence on the whole same... Try to keep that full sentence out there for me so I can see it all, because I'm getting lost. It's all... There's too many other emails in between. So I can't go back. I'm losing it all here. Okay, aliens, 2 kinds, evil and good. The good will never take our free will. Windows to the soul, the eyes. Angelic plus human. Ools? Aliens? Ools? Is that something I should know? Ools? I don't know what that is. Aliens, giants. Okay, all of them, right? Equals no good. Like button hit. Thank you, Jimmy. Anybody else hit that like button? There's 18 of you there right now. Okay. Jose, I would love to be interviewed on the phone. Nope. YouTube channel. Got to see your face. Got to see your face. Got to see your face. They flee when I invoke Jesus' name with me also. Yeah, I hear that by a lot of people. Okay, so I'm going to... This is great. You guys are writing a lot of stuff here. I'm very happy. Ask who what. Ask who. What now? Sorry, vodka is kicking in. Okay, so Jim E is doing the vodka. Oh no, we can't read any more of Jim's stuff. It's not going to be illegible at all. Okay, I'll figure something out. Okay, Smiling Wood, figure something out. Let us know. That'll be great. That'll be great. See if they can do healings from afar. See if they can change time, if they can go back in time. If they would go back in time for you, because I think they can. I think they can. Okay. La la la. Wah, wah, wah. Going hunting next. Huh. That will be fun. Okay. I copied the data off Beyond Creepy channel. Well, make sure you all have subscribed to me too and hit the like button before you go. Okay. Sorry, Connie, that vodka is giving your hair green highlights at top of head. It is. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Whoa, it is. No, it's water. Maybe the vodka would rest that green down. All right, I should, okay, I'm drinking water. Okay, I'm rolling back. Okay. Okay, nobody listen to Jim E anymore. His vodka is hit. Connie, playing with time is always on my mind with them. Excellent. I want you to give us some of your research. So let me get back to some of the questions here. We did the paralyzed. Okay, have you ever seen lights or balls of light in your room for which you have no explanation? So you ever see the orbs, the balls of light? You ever see the orbs? Tell me yes or no, and if it's a yes, tell me if you thought it seemed intelligent, if it just kind of sparkled out, or if what it might have been doing and how big it was, what size, golf ball, softball, soccer ball size, or what? So Mike, are you Mike Blake? Are you writing a book? Okay, after you do the balls of light, then if you are a woman, have you ever had any unusual problems with pregnancies? I don't know, some of your all's names are, and I don't know if you're male or female. Some of your names I know, but some of them don't. So anybody that had unusual problems with pregnancy. Another woman one, have you felt certain that you were pregnant, but the pregnancy suddenly disappeared? So if there's any women in there, again, I don't know if some of you are or not. I know some of you aren't, I can tell. Okay, so you'll answer those, and then I'll look back down at some of the answers. We'll catch right back up here. Have you ever felt that you were actually flying and it was not an out-of-body experience or a dream, but you actually believed you were flying? You dreamed you were flying. And then you fell out of bed. Bam. Okay. Do you have, did I ask that one? Okay. Do you have fears about certain areas, such as certain stretches of highway, open fields, rooms in a house, and so forth? Are there areas that scare you and you don't want to go to them because something really irks you about them? That was a good one. And have you actually left your body or had an unwanted and or unexpected out-of-body experience? Have you actually left your body and had an out-of-body experience? So I'm going to look at some of your answers here before I go to the next ones. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. Okay. Where do we go? Okay. Purple mist in the woods disappearing. Who had that? Tea Maker, you had that? Or somebody else had that? Oh, I passed some things up here. Okay. I've also researched UFO crashes over the last year. Okay, Mike Blake and Mike Crow, you must get together and be friends. You're going to have a lot in common and can share a lot of information. I've also researched UFO crashes over last year. Well, there you go. I was ahead of myself. You guys are already doing that. Excellent. Excellent. That's what these live chats are all about. That's what this little get-together is all about. Okay. Mike Crow, does ball lightning count floating down the hallway towards me in my house? Yes. Yes. You had one floating down the hallway towards you? Ooh. Ooh. That wouldn't be, that'd be creepy. What do I do? What do I do? There's a ball. First of all, my mind's going, this is what I would feel at that point. There's a lightning ball coming at me in my home down a long, the shining hallway type hallway. It's coming right at me. What do I do? I'm not even sure what that thing is, first of all. Do I run? What do I do? That's funny. What did you do when that happened? And what happened? Did it disappear? Did it go into you? Did it zoom up? Did it zoom away? What happened, Mike Crow? No balls in my room. Be careful the way you say that. Just saying. Just saying. We're all adults here. Just saying. Smiling wood. Balls of light. Yes, I've had one living with me, and my cat plays with it every night when I go to bed. It's softball size and internally lit. I'm sure you have a picture of that. You got to get video of the cat and the ball. That's cool. Wow. No orbs, but shadow entities. Ugh. I think I'd rather have orbs than shadow entities. I've put all light cases together. Yeah, Mike Blake and Mike Crow are officially new buddies. Mike and Mike show. There you go. Mike and Mike show. Jose, seen lots of them. Steve Picky, yes, I've had orbs, tennis ball size, and I do believe they are intelligent. A lot of the people in the Bigfoot world see soccer ball size ones, and it seems that people in the ET world see smaller ones. That's what I've noticed. Purple mist in the woods disappearing. That was Tea Maker. Oh, I just lost it. I just lost it all. Darn it. Okay. Now I'm back on track. No book, just for my own knowledge. Might as well do something with it. Orbs are something I am skeptical about. Too easy to be dust or bugs. But I think the orbs that these people are talking about are not in pictures. I think they're ones that they see with their naked eye in the house moving around. Am I correct, you guys, with that? I agree, Steve. Intelligent. They understand emotions, feelings, and English. Yeah, I've seen some on video, and they seem totally intelligent. They moved in a direction, stopped. You could kind of see where they were kind of thinking of which way to go next. Kind of weird. Flying, no. Actually being lifted up while on my bed. Wait, where am I? Oh, it went all the way to the top. Jeez. Nope, it didn't. The live chat stinks that they have here. Sorry. It's so hard to keep up with you guys on it. I was in grade 5. Even saw clouds. I fell right into my bed. Yes, my bedroom and stretch of highway near. Okay. Out of body, yes. So Smiling Wood had an out of body experience. Meditating and astral traveling. Oh, okay, so you can do all that. That's cool. That's cool. I'd like to do a show sometime where we talk about astral travel, astral projection. I think I kind of did it once. I was trying to figure it out. And one of the techniques to learn to do it was kind of lay back this way. And the guy, it was on a CD, and the guy was saying, okay, move, like try lifting up fingers first, and then hand, and then arms, yeah, kind of that way. And I felt like I did. I felt like I sat up. And I think I even felt like I stood up. Wow. That was pretty cool. I don't know if I did. I might have psyched myself out, but I think I did. In an operating table, my head came out of my stomach while one doctor talked to a nurse about what to do next. I told my mom. She believed me. I was 12. Oh, so you think that happened up on the ship? So now, see, if anybody just came across this show right now, they'd freak out. So those of you freaking out right now, this is Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie Willis. Earth's most interesting conversations, and that's including people, places, and things. And this is one of those things night. So we're talking about alien abduction. And if you think you might be an alien abductee, we're looking at a questionnaire that Dr. David M. Jacobs has provided to see if you are. And he gives it to you if you are thinking that you want to go to him because he's the big researcher into it. He's my favorite guy, and I love his books. And he put this up there to filter some people out so he can not have to check everybody and their mother, but this gives him an idea if he believes you're worthy enough to put a lot of time into, because it takes him a lot of time. He works with people for years and years, and that's how he got a lot of his that's how he got his information. And those of you that missed it, Sleestack, if you're there, Sleestack, I haven't given any idea who's going to be on March 3rd yet. Okay, March 24th is going to be ET related. But next Thursday night, a week from tonight, I will have Dr. David M. Jacobs on live. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about anything else because we'll also do some live Q&A, okay? Maybe about 2 hours long, all right? Poor guy. He likes to just go and watch TV now. So get 2 hours of him. All right. Yes to out-of-body experiences, okay. Oh, the ball in your room. And don't just say ball either. No uniball, no uniball. Oh my gosh. So Jimmy grew up a mile from Air Force Base in Montana. A lot of weird phenomena in the sky, that's for sure. And on the ground. Mike Crow is back with some talk. What'd you say, Mike? I just lost it again. It was a cross spike during a lightning strike, and it actually did dissipate when it came up the hallway into the living room. It was like a ball of static electricity. Was this in Kentucky? Was this where you are now? I'll take orbs over shadow beings too. Absolutely. Give me an orb. Don't give me that shadow that's lurking around the corner. Ah. Oh my gosh, Jose was pulled through a wall and it feels cold. That would be interesting to know. A cool chill. You too, okay. Because I think some people have had an explanation to how that could possibly happen, where something could go through something. I think there was some sort of scientific type equation or something how it could happen. So I wonder if those people that know whatever that was, I remember seeing it on some show, that'd be interesting if they knew that it was cool, because I don't think anybody's ever mentioned that. I've never heard that. So it's not that it was cool, it was cool. It's probably cool too. Oh, no. Smiling Wood, it was not cool to Smiling Wood. Smiling was screaming. Screaming my head off. Yes, orbs are seen in real time with the naked eye. Yeah. We're talking those orbs, Jimmy, not the ones in pictures. Yeah, in the pictures you can, yeah, some of them look like they could be bugs, they could be dust, they could be almost anything at that point. But the orbs that you see that are lit up real in the naked eye, that's crazy. That's crazy. Liquid metal, more like liquid metal. Balls of light change to grays. Whoa. Okay, so Jimmy had a friend suddenly jumped up, screamed, "I'm freaking out," jumped up and promptly ran into a wall, knocking himself out. It's all vibrations. Okay. I would think it would get hot though, not cold, from like friction kind of thing, but I guess not. Okay. Okay, tea maker. Okay, great tea maker. I experienced purplish mist in the redwoods vanishing as I walked towards it. Whoa. Whoa, that's in the redwoods too. Were you out bigfooting? Or just hiking? Or I guess there's a lot of action in that area. Oh my gosh. That's already, like, I've never been there, but I'd love to go. Because those are the big, big, gigantic trees, right? So you would feel like, you know, like the little people. By the way, the other night, last Bigfoot Friday, when we were talking with Arla had talked about the little people. And she said they're 2 feet tall and they got clothes on. You know, they're just little people, symmetric, and they just 2 feet tall, and they live out in the woods somewhere. Somebody had written me and said that they actually saw 2 themselves at one point. Said same exact thing, about 2 feet tall, looked like just regular people, but they were 2 feet tall and fully dressed. That would be, I think that would be great. I mean, I hope they are nice. You know, I don't know. We didn't really get much on them, so they must be extremely rare. But I wonder if they're nice. I'm hoping they're nice people. All right, I got a penny hair on me. Penny hair. That's cool. So tell us more, tea maker. Did you get a weird vibe, or? And it just vanished as I walked towards it. Wow. I wonder if that was a portal. What did you think it was? Jose, they can vibrate molecules to a point of being almost liquid. I see. So that's what you think it is. Are they doing it with their mind, or are they doing it with the beam of light? Is that what the beam of light does? See, that's what I think the beam of light is. I think it is where they can, you know, I guess they're above your house and zoom it down. That's where I believe that, and they pull you up it. I believe that's where the vibration stuff happens that you're talking about. What do you think? Okay, Mike Crow, near Lexington. I do think we lived on a magnetic field when I was young. Cool. Okay, alrighty. Oh, tea maker, don't retract. What did you write? What did you write? If it was retracted, by the way, I think some of these messages that get retracted, if you put a URL down, if you give some sort of link, you got to put it in some sort of encryption type of way, because YouTube takes that link away. And like I might personally find it somewhere else later myself, but a lot of times that's what's going on. And sometimes you guys write it and then you don't want it seen, I guess. You delete it. All right, Jose, I will make video and will show my face. And all right, well, Jose, you can always tell your stuff here live, just like I'm doing right now. And everybody in the chat room will get to hear your stuff and see your pictures and all that kind of stuff. That would be great. So we can do that. Okay, one case, a 6-inch man landed a biplane, waved, and took off again. Where? In your house? That must have been the cutest thing ever in the world. You think it's a gnat? Hey, get away. What? Hey. Holy, it's a freaking... It's a person. It's a little biplane. And hey, he's waving at me. That's a Twilight Zone episode. I love it. A 6-inch man. The vibration thing makes sense to me. Feels right too. Okay. I love that, Jose. That's excellent. All right. So let's go to the next set of questions here. That's good stuff. All right. So I'll ask 3 in a row and then I'll wait for you guys. Has a deceased relative or friend ever visited you in your home at night? So someone that has recently passed, or maybe from a long time ago. I guess that doesn't matter. A deceased relative or friend, someone from the other side, came back and visited you in your home at night. Anybody have that? Okay, let me know, yes or no, and then tell a little bit about that and who it was and what they did, or what they said, or what they were trying to do, what happened. Have you ever seen or sensed the presence of a ghost? Have you, and not, one's a relative or someone that's passed away that you knew, and another one is the presence of a ghost. Have you ever had a religious vision or visitation? Have you ever had a religious vision or visitation? So those all three kind of work together there. So I'm going to see what your answers are there. Whoop. I need some water. These lights are hot. Let me tell you, I'm like, and I'm on a little sleep. So if I faint, just let me sleep. Don't call 911 or anything. I'm fine. I'm just sleeping. That's all it is. That's all it is. All right. So again, we're looking to see if you've ever had a deceased relative or friend visit you in the home at night, if you've ever seen or sensed the presence of a ghost, have you ever had a religious vision or visitation? A lot of people believe that the aliens are the fallen angels. And they seem to be, you know, UFOs and alien stuff is all over the Bible, right? Bum, bum, bum. All the answers. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and start looking. Again, if you're just joining us, my name's Connie Willis. This is Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis, Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things. And tonight what we're doing is we're looking at Dr. David M. Jacobs, an alien abductee researcher. We're looking at his questionnaire that helps him decide if you may have been taken by an alien. And that's what we're going over, and everybody in the chat room is giving their answers to the questions. While you are here, if you haven't already, and you do like the show, please hit that like button. I'd appreciate that. Do that now, while you're thinking about it right now, while I'm helping you to remember it. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do. While I'm waiting for some answers here, I want to remind you I'm also on Coast to Coast Radio. I am one of the lucky people. It's the best gig in the world, and I'm excited to be a part of it. It's fun. There's no question about it, and it's just king, you know. It's great to know Nori as well, George Nori as well. Sorry, you got to say the whole name there. George Nori. And it's just fabulous. I love it. And I'm going to be back on again March 3rd and March 24th. So I hope that you'll join me. Let's see here. I said everything? Yeah, okay. More with crypto stuff as well, and Crypto Connie. We'll be talking more on the Bitcoin Latina. We'll be talking more on the Sean Worthington Cloudcoin. Bitcoin Latina is John Gotts. And also, of course, more with Stan Larimer, the godfather of BitShares. By the way, I'd love to hear your response on this too. Stan Larimer teaches Bible class at his church every Sunday. It is his favorite thing to do. It is above all else on this planet. And he teaches it at a college level. So I'm interested with you guys. I had him on Coast on Christmas Eve. Right? Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, whenever I was on. I can't remember now if it was Christmas Eve or Christmas. It was Christmas Eve. So I'm thinking of putting, I'm going to, so I want to know what your thoughts are. As I have a playlist that is Bigfoot Friday, and I have a playlist that is Penny and me walking the trails. I have a playlist which is Crypto Connie here on YouTube. But how about a playlist where Stan does his, what would you think of, would you watch his Sunday school teachings? So it'd probably be about an hour on Sundays, whether it's live or you see it archived. Would that interest you? It doesn't matter if you say or yes or no. I'm probably going to do it anyway, but I would like to know your feedback and what you think. He's a really intelligent guy. He really studies it, enjoys it, has a passion for it, and teaches it at a much higher level, not just, you know, a little Sunday school class where no one has any education behind them. Not that they need that. You know what I'm saying. I don't want to try to put myself in a corner there. So let me know if you like that idea. because I'm going to do it anyway. But let me know if you would watch it. He's a great guy, and if you haven't seen him, I don't care if you're into crypto or not, he's a really cool dude. Okay, so let's go back where we are. Let's say, okay. Oh, good. I love all these answers. I got to go way back here. Tea maker, Connie. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Go back even further. Okay. I love Mike Blake. One case of 6-inch man landed a biplane wave, took off again. That's excellent. That's epic. If I just saw one right now land on the top of my computer or something, or somewhere, I don't know, 6 inches, you know, that's maybe on the table here, that would be incredible. I would love that. Okay, so let's see. Beams of light. Okay, Jose's talking about the beams of light, which vibration starts, but also you see lights because your spirit disconnects from your body. Oh, okay. So when they do out-of-body experiences and people say they hear the crackling, and maybe in astral projection as well, they hear the crackling, like static, and then they're gone, like almost tiny sonic booms. Is that what you're getting to? Which kind of makes sense, you know. I love the 6-inch man. That's cool. That's a show, right? The 6-inch man. However, over Christmas, they had the little people, right? I didn't get to see that. I wanted to see that. Maybe that's where it came from. All right, let's see. Nat is Vincent Price. John Z. Gravitt, comic writer, ghost comic writer. Connie, the purple mist appeared on my way out from Bigfooting. It felt like it didn't want me to leave. It was a loving feeling. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Wow. So do you believe it was like an actual Bigfoot? You don't think it was a portal to anything? You think it was an actual being, one of the Bigfoot? That's interesting. Wow. You know, I think they all have different personalities. Some want you out, and others are like, no, I'm curious. I'm communicating with you, or I like you, kind of thing. So they liked you. That's great. Can it be in dream form? What are you talking about? Can it be in dream form? Yeah, nobody's answered it yet. I guess I haven't gotten to the. I haven't got to your all's answers yet. Y'all got so much going on here. Sheesh. It's killing me. I'm reading all over the place. No wonder I'm exhausted. Holy cow. All right. I don't know. Yeah, it would probably seem like it was dream form, maybe. Or maybe they zapped you so it was, so you'd think it was in dream form. Maybe that's how you remember it to be. Nope. No ghost. Okay, nope. Nobody had anything like that. Okay, deceased visit. My dead little brother, about 4 years after he died, also traveled to the Hall of Records and seen my grandma there sitting on a big lawn. The Akashic Records. Is that what you're talking about? Man, you all have got some abilities, don't you? Those of you with abilities, can you do PK? Can you do PK? And speaking of, this weekend, 3 days of classes with Lori Williams. She did the bafflers for me on Coast to Coast and does Blue Rock Talk bafflers, where I give her a target. She's a professional remote viewer and a remote viewing instructor. And this weekend, she's going to be teaching medical applications. If you guys get to take any classes, Lori Williams is great to take classes with for remote viewing if you've ever wanted to learn it. And it is intuitivespecialist.com. Start taking classes, beginning, intermediate, and advanced, and then from there you can take the medical applications. The medical applications is basically remote persuasion. She likes the word persuasion over influence. Lynn Buchanan, it's what he put together, and then Lori's got her, it's his stuff too, but Lori's also got some other things intertwined in it. I'm so looking forward to her class, because just taking Lynn's class was enough to blow your mind, but now we're going to take it to another level because Lori's added to it. So I'm so excited. It starts tomorrow for 3 days. But it's remote influencing. She likes to call it remote persuasion, but it teaches you the tools to heal people. That's pretty cool, and they've been very successful. But PK, there's PK involved because it's sort of like remote PK because you are influencing something from afar. So those of you out there that are talking right here with me in the chat room, any of you have abilities to move things with your mind. My deceased Uncle Ziggy. I never know what John's going to write. I don't know if it's real or not. Okay, Steve Picky. Yes, I've had a religious event in the astral plane. Okay. Whoa. Okay, write down, do interview as well on Blue Rock Talk with Steve Picky. See, yeah, you guys all have these great stories. This is awesome. Okay. So we'll never run out of that. So, Steve, you can go into the astral plane. Okay, and it is happening right now in the U.S. Oh, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, religious vision? Yes, I think. It was apocalyptic, so to speak. Oh, okay. Smiling Wood, was it you that saw the monitors? Did you see monitors in a ship? I've heard that many times. Have all of you guys, or any of you guys, anybody in here at all, have you read any of Dr. Jacobs' books? Have you read any of David's books? Which ones and what do you think? Religious vision question. There's hundreds of cases of aliens pretending to be Virgin Mary. Ooh. Mike Crow. No actual ghost presence, but my EMF meter goes off quite a bit over my right shoulder. You got a little, it's either a little alien or a little creature over there. You better watch it. You better take a look. It's one of them little green ones. It's one of the little silver ones, really, right? What was it? What was the one over Fred Flintstone's shoulder? Zebook or Zigook or Guzak, or who was that? Those of you watching right now, if you can hit the like button, I would love that. And if you can subscribe if you haven't already, that would be great too. Please pass it on. Please pass it on. All right, the aliens are the fallen. Okay, that's what some people believe for sure. Some people think they're here to do good. They infiltrated the Gov. No dead visitations, no ghosts that I would call ghosts, no religious stuff. They have Jose, I believe that too. Okay, well, the angel species drive spherical UFOs. Their symbol is a white eagle with a gold crown. Wow, Mike, where have you finding this stuff out? He'll be good, won't he? He'll be good. That'll be, Mike, you'll be a good one. Be great to ask all those questions of how you know that. You know, how you figured that out and found that out. That's even more interesting than the actual fact, you know. You know, because your answer could be, hey, we're hanging out, you know, eating hot dogs, and they told me that's what it was for. Having a hot dog and a beer, having a brat and a beer. You guys all know I joke around a lot, right? You got to keep it fun. The people that get too serious about it, holy cow, it's serious enough, right? Trudeau is a demon. Oh my gosh, I lost a whole bunch of you. All of a sudden, there's all these wonderful, wonderful messages I'm missing. Okay, gotta be. Okay. Oh, Smiling Wood. Connie makes it fun. That's right. Thanks. It's weird because I'm ahead of you in this. You know, you guys are delayed seconds back, and then but my mind was ahead of that I read, and then I read it, and I just said it, and you had already written it. Does that make sense? Time loop. The alien species UFO gives off cloud cover. They also like 3 prophecies. What are those? I guess it only allows you to write so much, huh? And then it cuts out. Okay. I always join you on Coast to Coast as long as crypto is not in the equation. A lot easier to talk to you here than Coast to Coast, though. That's Jimmy. Thank you. I know. So I'm messing with you on the crypto. Hold on, little penny is on my foot here. Hold on. She's so cute. I'm kind of high up, or I'd raise her up and let you see her. Okay, let's see. Okay. In reality, a lot of angel sightings are really this alien species. Yes, Connie, I'd watch that and check it out for sure. Oh, okay, you would. You'd give the Sunday school thing a try? All right, so you guys would watch that? Okay. Okay. Mike Blank, could it be the opposite? Okay, y'all are talking amongst yourselves. I almost have 1,000 cases of this alien species pretending to be angels. Oh, pretending. So the fallen angel, are they fallen angel ones, you think? Or aliens pretending to be the angels? Or would that be the same thing? Akashic Hall of Records. So you can go to the Akashic Hall of Records. That's cool. Smiling Wood. That's really cool. Okay, we got to write that down as well to talk to you about the Akashic Records and astral projection. Now, did you learn it? Were you taught it? Is it natural to you? Did you just find all that on your own, and then later on people said, oh, that's called the Akashic Records, or that's called astral projection, which is something you thought maybe was just normal because you were that natural to it, or were you taught it? Did you seek it out? Yes, psychokinesis. Yes, PK, psychokinesis. Yes. Can you move something with your mind? I wanted to see my scroll but couldn't open it up. I think they say it's easier to open up someone else's than your own. I think even if you ever do anything for someone else with abilities, it's easier to do it for someone else than your own. Maybe your own, you're still biased in a way, or you still want to see it in a different light or something maybe. So you affect it. That's really cool though. Were you able to open other people's scrolls? And what did you see? Okay, I believe I can. I have a story about a dream that I had. Okay, you think you can move things. That's pretty cool. I have a short attention span when it comes to structural religion. If you have an ayahuasca meetup, I'm there. Have you ever done that? Steve, have you ever done the ayahuasca? I want to do that. I absolutely want to do that one day. I mean, I want to do it. I've always wanted to do it authentically out in the Amazon, but they really did have those people walking through some weird areas of the Amazon that I don't know that I want to do that. But I don't want to do it with the people that say, oh, just go to California, dude. I don't want to do that either. I don't want it to be in somebody's house or basement or something like that. And I don't want to do that. That's too real. I definitely want it. I would like it in the Amazon, but I don't want to go deep in it where there's big giant snake and tarantulas and things like that. But I would rather have those people doing it, but maybe not. Maybe it's, what else do they put in that stuff? Is there tarantula blood? What else is in there? I want it to be cool too, where, you're throwing up around everybody. I don't want an audience watching. I want everybody involved. But I do want to do that. That sounds unbelievable. I've heard so many different things. So if you did the ayahuasca, did I say that right? Ayahuasca root, what did you see? What did you get from it? Let's see. And anybody knows anybody with the ayahuasca stuff, let me know. I don't mean just it, but it has good stories. The one I remember, I heard about it first, and basically from Graham Hancock. And you might have been saying it on Coast to Coast when I heard it. Okay. Echo, 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 echo. You got an echo? Move things. Nope. Only Reiki. Oh, you do Reiki. You don't move anything, Spiny Wood. You can astral project, and you can go to the Akashic Records and do Reiki, but you can't move anything. Have you gone into the astral world and moved anything or changed anything? Apparently you can go into the astral world and make changes, and you can also go to the Akashic Records and make some changes. Have you tried, or have you ever even thought about it? Let's see here. Oh, okay. I'm not joking about my deceased Uncle Ziggy. Well, you know, when you call him Uncle Ziggy, you just don't know, right? And you're a comedy writer. He has manifested many times. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, there you go. That goes back to the questionnaire. So you have had someone manifest that has passed away in your family. So there's another one to hit yes on. I hope you guys are remembering these for next Thursday. We'll go over it with David. Read them all. Okay, David has read all of, or Mike Blake has read all of his books, including his PhD. They're incredible books. I love them. I love them. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my gosh, look at all these. I love it. Look at all this stuff. I can't find it. It moved on me. If you are here now, please hit the like button. If you haven't yet, I would appreciate that. Holy cow, look at all these. Look at all these messages. I love it. Okay. All right. All right. Da, 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 da. Monitors and chips sounds familiar for some reason. Yeah, people, that was also with Dr. Jacobs. He had some of his people would say that that they would be on the ship and they would go into a room and they'd see what looked like a monitor, and they would be seeing things that looked like what was going to happen on Earth or somewhere else or in the past, or like I think what was said to be something on someone else's planet, their planet. Gazoo. It was the Great Gazoo. Was that what it was? The Great Gazoo? I keep thinking there was like Gazook or Kazoo. The Great Kazoo. The Great Kazoo, right? It was the Kazoo. No, ma'am. No monitor in a ship. It was a view of me. Oh, it was a view of me standing on a rubble heap. What's a rubble heap? Looking at buildings and a devastated horizon. Looked like a nuke went off or the public burned the city to the ground. Eek. Eagles with gold crown sound Egyptian knowledge. Okay, that's what you had seen before. Okay, tea makers going back. A native person told me that the purple mist is from ancient natives buried and merged with redwoods. They communicate in purple mist hovering. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really cool. Wow. Never heard about the purple mist before. Always keep keeping it fun, Connie. That's why you rock. Thank you, Blue Rockers. Blue Rockers rock. Pretty wild. Steve, I think it's easier for aliens and religious events to take place on the astral plane. We humans are a lot easier to deal with on that plane. How many planes are there? People had said they've gone to different ones, and they say depending on which ones you're in, you see different things, and they say depending on which ones you can do different things yourself physically, where you can move things, change time, stuff like that. I couldn't imagine, because when I was trying to learn how to do it, I never reached any of the planes, but I was told, you know, when you reach them, that you will see crazy, freaky things all around you, and just to avoid them, or, you know, not notice them, just don't bring attention to it or yourself. Just keep walking by or flying by or whatever you're doing. I would probably freak. I'd be like, ah. I don't like swim. I love to swim as long as I can see through the water, so I know what's there. So pools are the best, right? In an ocean or something like that, when I don't know what's around me, that's what I would think it would be like in the astral plane. It'd be like, ah. So they said it was only in certain planes. So I wanted to skip right over that one and go on to some other ones. All right, here, let's see. Da-da-dum. Yes, I've been to the hall a couple of times to try and see my scroll. I learned about the hall and tried for 2 weeks to get there and finally got through and found my grandma sitting on that lawn. That's crazy. You need to, I mean, you don't have to, but you would be, all of you guys would be great candidates for remote viewing classes, the military controlled remote viewing classes. Paul Smith, Lori Williams, Lynn Buchanan, Teresa Frisch, and Paul, oh, what's Paul's last name? He's over in Ireland. I love Paul. Can't think of his last name. Anyway, these are all great people to take classes with. And you'd be perfect candidates because you're already into this and you could hone in and get it really well. And it would really take you even further to what you guys already know and what maybe you have lost. If you have lost anything, you could get that really quickly. But anyway, you guys would really enjoy that, I'm sure. Okay, so I wasn't allowed to see the scroll nor other people's, and my guide was right there with me all along. Who told you no? Did your grandma say no, or did your guide say no? And could you have debated it and won? Sometimes I think they want you to stand up for yourself and say, no, I want to see it. Take control. And stop being like a yes man. Darn it, he's still a yes man. I tell him no and he says, okay. I want you to, I want to say no, and you go, no, I want to see it. Okay, okay, good, good. That was a test. You passed. Go ahead and see it. Poland's national symbol is the same as the alien species that pretends to be angels. Ooh, interesting. Tired. See you next time. Tired, but later we'll explain a lot more. Need a little convincing to stay, but I'm tired. Please, we'll do video. Jose, stick around, stick around, stick around. It's up to you if you're tired. I'm tired. I'm going to finish this off and then, but it's so good. Your all's chat is so good. So I'm going to, it'll be just, I don't know, I would say stick around. Stick around a little bit longer if you can. That's up to you though. That's up to you. But if you are going, thank you very much. Take care. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe, tell all your friends. Thank you for being here, though, Jose. Got some great stories, that's for sure. Have to figure out how to get a hold of some of you guys. You'll have to send me how to reach you so we can set up something at some point. Okay, okay, his name is Dimmy. Dimmy? Is that your guide? Dimmy? No, I haven't, but I really want that experience with the ayahuasca. I know. I know. I don't want to get sick, but that's part of it, I guess. All right. Ah, I lost it again. Nope, can't move things on this plane. I can lucid dream and do all sorts of things, though. Ooh. Okay, when you lucid dream, when you lucid dream, are you able to, and by the way, do I know you, Smiling Wood? Do I know you or not? As you could be a number of my friends that do all this kind of stuff. So do I know you? I just don't know the Smiling Wood name? Let me know that. When you lucid dream, are you able to change things in reality? A lot of people change things on the plane. Other people change things in reality. Some people go to the lucid. Are you able to make differences? It's really interesting. I'm thinking about doing something with the Mandela effect. And being able to change things like that could be a cause of the Mandela effect. Or could be what causes the Mandela effect, that people have gone to areas and changed things. I think that's interesting. So want to know what you can do when you lucid dream. That's interesting. Yes, ayahuasca is illegal. However, there is something that they have. at least what I was told, out in California, these people do. And apparently, I guess that is legal, but I don't think it's near the strength, though they say you can still get the effects. To me, I don't want to get nauseous for something that's really not the real deal or as potent as the other. But maybe, I don't know, it might feel like you got hit by a truck the next day too, so I don't know. I've tried to move a pencil, but no luck. It was Gazoo. It was Gazoo. I thought it was Kazoo, and he always said Gazoo. So Gazoo. Well, Gazoo was cool, wasn't he? A little cool little alien, has his own little spaceship too. Not that it is important. It's absolutely important. Thank you. I would love to remote view correctly. I've been trying to see the dark side of the moon, etc. No luck yet. Well, then remote view and it'll do it. But you should be able to do it with all the astral projection you do. You should get there with that. Many, many moons ago, under the influence of certain illicit drugs, many times astral projection and mind melding could occur. Micro, what are you talking about? You should write about that, Mr. Writer. That would be good. Okay, my guide said no. No, I can never debate him. He's kind of a dink, but I love him dearly. A dink? Is that like a dork? That's funny. That's funny. Darn it. Okay, where are we? I keep moving up this thing. Okay. I can barely move a pencil with my fingers. All right. This is good. You guys are all good little buddies. Jose. Okay, Jose sticking around. All right. Yay. Connie has the best hair on YouTube. I do? Oh, excellent. Great. I tell you, right before I did this, I had already committed to doing this, but I wanted to just go to sleep, so I thought, oh, I'll just fix my hair real quick. I'm glad to hear you say that. Spiritual masters say there are 11 planes. String theory says likewise. You are really on your game tonight, Connie. I'm exhausted. I'm in another zone right now. I'm on one of those 11 planes. So thank you, John Z. Grab it, yo. It just goes together. You got to do it. Demi is your guide. Okay. I don't know you at all. Okay. I know so many people that can do the things you're talking about. Sometimes they might sneak on here and give me another name. Mess with me. Lucid dreaming, I can get answers such as where to apply for a job or who in the family needs help that I can give. Just regular things. Even info on what women to stay away from so I don't get hurt. Oh, that's smart. That's good. So how is it that you can do that in lucid dreaming? Are you asking a question and getting an answer from something in your dreams? Or are you set out before you dream and say, I want to check out a job, and you then in your dream you go dream about the job and find out it's bad? And if you're checking on the women, do you go and watch them and see, are you watching them in real time or something? Oh, it keeps, the live chat just keeps going on me. So if you hear me say that, that's what. Mike, I've researched Mandela effect. I'm in my third dimension, at least according to geography. Huh. Interesting stuff. Brains between the planes. Brains between the planes. Would love to do ayahuasca. I know, that would be... Well, here's the deal. If I ever get Blue Rock Talk to where I want to get it, those are the things I want to do. People in the crypto world, I want to take them to crypto conferences. People in the Bigfoot world, I want to go to really neat Bigfoot expeditions with people that you would want to go with, and in really cool areas that you would want to go. It would be fun as well to take a group of people that would want to go do ayahuasca. So I got to get up there, so please pass it on. Help me get, if I had 1 million subscribers, that'd be no problem. We could probably do these trips even unannounced, because that would be good money at that point. Yep, a dork. Well, then tell that dork, debate with that dork a little bit and say you want to know. Connie, okay, can we talk more on planes of existence? Go for it. Tell us, go ahead and put your thought in there. That's fine. That'd be great. Steve, good night, folks. My wife is calling, not the old hag. Have a good night, Steve. I didn't realize how late it is. I'll finish up here too. But good night. Thanks. Glad. I bet she's glad she's not an old hag. That's great. Okay, I have to open my tax office in the morning, so I must go. But it's been great to listen to all this stuff tonight. Keep it going. See you later, Mike Crow. Hey, Mike, before you go, if you haven't already, put on their encrypted kind of form where people can see your information. Mike's got some great stuff. You'll like his work. He's got it going. He's already got the RV and all the equipment, he's got the drones. He's got it all. He's got his own camera guy. He's set. Lucid dreaming. I have a village, and in that village I have a little wood box. I bury it under a boulder, and the contents change. Inside are my answers for this plane as well, and stuff for that plane. I love it. And Jose says that he does not, that aliens don't take people off a planet. I think Jacobs says the same thing as you do. I have a hut, a girl, animals, a market, etc. It is a little place off the grid and has about 50 people living there. What? Well, I don't know where that came from, but what? What? You have a hut, a girl, animals, a market, etc. A little place off the grid and has about 50 people living there. What you talking about, Willis? Oh, that's me, right? There we go. Right now, it is best with Myth Chasers on Facebook. Okay. So there's another group out there called Myth Chasers. They're still out there, right? So look for the one that's got Mike Crow. Okay, you do not need to do drugs to create real time. There are actually 33 planes. So Eric has jumped in. Hey there, Eric. Just jumped in out of the blue. I love it. Do not need drugs to create real time. There are actually 33 planes, none of which you will ever see doing drugs. 1111. Excellent. Excellent. Sad part, Connie, when you get to 1 million subs, YouTube will probably, demonetize you. I hope not. Well, at that point, who cares? I'll get sponsors at that point, right? My own sponsors. If I had 1 million, I'd have my own sponsors. And I'd ask people, can you all just donate $1 a month? And then we'd be fine, right? We'll look at that, Mike. Yeah, check it out. Mike is real investigative when it comes to, he's like the serious guy, you know. Me, I want to get the feelings and the vibes. He wants the facts, nothing but the facts. So he and I would work well together. He'd get the facts, and I'd be, ooh, but I feel weird. He'd go, wait a minute. The temperature is 29 degrees. He'd be that guy. Connie's hair looks good with green highlights. Thanks for coming, everyone. Don't forget to tip your waitresses. Drive safely. Good night. LOL. Yeah, by the way, thinking of the tips, if anybody does want to support Blue Rock Talk, do not do it through the YouTube and all the other kind of things because they take part of it. If you want to, do it through crypto, and I think I got the links down below. Do it through crypto, then I get all of it if you do it, or Blue Rock Talk gets all of it. Okay, so good night, John. John left us. Good night, John. All right, so let me get back to this before I read some other ones. And I like that Eric came in and said something, and then what did he leave? Eric, send more info. That's fine. Oh, Jose, your grandfather was a 33-degree Mason. Are you guys watching Oak Island? Are you watching Oak Island? So let me go over here and ask some more questions while you guys answer. Okay, have you ever awakened wearing clothes that were not yours and you do not know how you got them, or you've ever awakened with your clothes on the wrong way or not at all? So have you awakened with your clothes on backwards, messed up in a way where, you know, you didn't go to bed that way, or somebody else's clothes? Yee, that'd be freaky. What the Sam Hill? What is this? Okay. So answer that one. Do you inexplicably feel that you are secretly teaching or helping someone? Do you feel like you are secretly teaching or helping someone? And just want to get through these because it is 12:15. Also, as an adult, do you feel you have a special, influential, or controlling person outside of your normal life whom no one knows about and who is not a religious figure? Like a kazoo. I love that. And I'll go through them quickly, and y'all can just answer the ones that you want to. Yeah, Oak Island's great. It's great. I want to get Marty, you know the brothers, Marty and, how can I not think of the other guy's name? I watch them all the time, love them. Anyway, I got Marty on the brain because Marty also owns a winery, and I'm a graduate of CIA, and I want to interview him on his wine. I want to talk about his winery because it's in Michigan. You know, I'm a California winer, so I want to know about Michigan winers. Okay, and then it goes into something that he has to ask, and I think we're kind of at the end here. Yeah, we are, and that is, we don't need to get into those. Those are disorders and things like that. So that would be something if you're really wanting to do this and send it into them if you're curious. I think some of you already know if you are or not. And that's it. So if people are on the edge or, you know, on the fence of, am I taken? Could this really be real or true? And if you're, you know, wondering that, fill out that questionnaire at UFOabduction.com. That is Dr. David Jacobs' questionnaire, and it shows you exactly what to do. Just look up questionnaire, fill it out, and then you hit submit, and then it goes right to him. And then from there, that's where he determines if he doesn't do anything really anymore. If he did want to take the time to learn more about you, or, you know, he would say, there's no way you are from the way you answered the questions. So, interesting stuff, for sure. That was the questionnaire. Let me see what answers you got before we head out and close out. I thought, let's see, okay. Let me go to Oak Island. Okay. There are theories that say there are infinite planes with brains. You talking brains? What am I missing here? But infinite number. And the other guy said, my grandfather said 33. That's your grandfather. Okay. Actually, a 32, when he died, he passed a 33 degree. Oh, I see what you're saying. How many degrees is there? I don't know much about that part. It seems like that was kind of a guy thing at one point, right? Women were not allowed at all. Is that true? Oak Island. Sadly, yes, I am hooked on that. Don't say sadly. It's great. However, I want to see the action. I want to see them digging and doing the metal detector. I do not, I mean, I don't know. I guess everybody else wants to know the history of it. I don't. I just, show me the digging. What do you got? Let's go. Let's look. Let's look. That's what I want to see. And last week's show was all history related. Darn it. Yes, like Betty and Barney Hill. Awakened with covers pulled off of bed. And people with backwards clothes. So apparently, when they take you up and take your clothes off to examine you, they could have put somebody else's on. That's what he's asking about there. So that would be creepy, wouldn't it? Whose is this? What did I do last night? I'm sure I just had cookies and milk and went to bed. Okay. Hunting Hitler is really good. I haven't been watching that, but it looked like it was. I'm sad now. I refuse crypto, so all I can do now is thumbs up. Don't give me a thumbs down if you don't like it when you're watching crypto. No thumbs down, just leave it blank. I don't want a thumbs down on it. Crypto's cool. Betty had someone else's nightgown. Oh, was that gown somebody else's? I thought it was hers. But it had some stuff on it. Influential and controlling my boss. Oops. Oh, I lost it all again. Rick and Marty. There you go, Rick and Marty. Yay. Jim, that vodka has not hurt you too much. You have all the answers from any trivia that I've been throwing out, especially TV trivia. That's good. Okay, but I mean, teaching or helping someone. Yeah, I've taught a few people about how to hunt UFOs and helped with New Age type conventions too. Okay, but not you, that you feel like someone else is teaching you. You feel like, oh, wait a minute, yeah, that was the other question, wasn't it? Yeah. But you were secretly teaching them. You were secretly teaching them. Did you feel that? When I was a kid, I had controlling figure read Alien Gray. Oh, well, Mike, that's probably the exact same thing that he's getting from this in Dr. Jacobs stuff. Rick and Marty, that's right, Rick. Oh, wine. We're having a political war with BC wine these days. What a mess. Oh, British Columbia. Where are you? What, are you in Seattle or something, or California? Or where are you, Smiling Wood? Portrait of Dorian Gray. I haven't read that one. What a great stream tonight. Thanks, Connie. You're welcome. All right, membrane. Okay. All right. I didn't know if it was a typo. And the separations between the planes. Oh, I got you. So, Jim E., are you also an astral projector? Same here. Let's dig. I know, right? Get in there. Let's go. I forgot. That's right. Don't be forgetting that, John. All right. So, I want to thank all you guys that are here right now. Hit the like button if you have not. Subscribe if you have not. More, of course, in the future. Crypto Connie coming up. Close your ears there, Jimmy. I know you don't want to hear that. But more Crypto Connie coming up. I do want to get the playlist for Stan Larimer's church. Let's see how much I can't think right now. Oh my gosh. His Sunday school classes and what he talks about. I have to figure out a name for that. I'll let him name it. It's his gig. I'll let him name it. And March 3rd, Coast to Coast. March 24th, Coast to Coast. Maybe Bigfoot Friday tomorrow. I feel so zonked and out of it tonight that maybe that won't happen. I've got a class this weekend, 3 days in a row, with Lori Williams, learning medical applications, remote persuasion, healing people from afar kind of thing. Just incredible stuff, what you can do with your mind. It's just really interesting stuff. So I would encourage you to check her out on my YouTube channel here. Look up Lori Williams and see what she's done here. Amazing work. And, you know, check out her classes too. And some of the other people that I named earlier too. If there's anything you need to know, let me know. For those of you that you have all these great stories, please tell them here on Blue Rock Talk sometime. That'll be cool. Well, definitely we can get Mike Crow. I think he already took off. Mike Blake, Smiling Wood, Jose, Steve Picky, any of you all, if you want to do something that would be fun, just like we do right here on a Thursday night or something, and tell us your stuff, but your face will be on here too, and you can show us any pictures or evidence or anything like that, and then you'll have all your buddies here in the peanut gallery talking to you and asking questions kind of thing. That would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, yeah, send me an email. We'll plan something. That would be great. I would love that. Oh, where's Alberta? You're Canadian, about. Oh, so you definitely know the Rick and Marty. Well, the Oak Island, because it's up there, but Rick and them are in Michigan, right? So, okay. Well, it's just, I love Canada. Love Canada. Love it. I climbed Mount Joffre in the Canadian Rockies one time. That was cool. Vancouver, been to them all. Trois-Rivières. Just love all the areas there. Love them. All right. Loves Connie. I love you in spite of the questionable crypto. Tea Maker, thanks for making it out as well. And I want to thank all of you guys. It was great. All of you, thank you so much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And more to come here on Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I am so thankful that you guys are here. All the books are down below if you have not read any of Dr. Jacobs' books, David Jacobs' books. And remember, a week from tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, David Jacobs will be here. We'll ask him about the questionnaire, and we'll also ask him about anything else with his books or anything. So it'll be live Q&A, okay? So join me for that. I'm looking forward to it. Bring some friends, please. Let's make this happen, all right, everybody? Thanks so much for being a part of the show, and you are a Blue Rocker. Love you guys to death. I appreciate that you support me. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow for Bigfoot Friday. Until then, take care.